Our top story this morning, the all-out battle against those wildfires roaring across the American West.
There are dozens of large fires that are burning, fueled by high heat and wind, and causing evacuations, power outages, as well as air quality concerns. ABC's Kayna Whitworth is in Simi Valley right now. Good morning, Kayna.
Hey, Dana, Paula, good morning to you. So we have 51 large fires burning right now in the United States. And here at Ventura County Fire, they're rotating their crews out weekly and they're sending them with extra water to combat this excessive heat. But in Washington state, the fires are so out of control, they're taking out substations and power poles, leaving 9,000 people without power. Overnight, the Chelan fire in Washington state forcing over 1,500 people from their homes.
You could see just flames up in the trees, and as the wind blew, it grew.
Helicopters dipping into the river to try and extinguish the flames. One of dozens of wildfires ravaging the American West this morning. Oregon's Canyon Creek Complex fire southeast of Portland, burning over 34,000 acres and destroying 26 homes.
I just hope and pray our house will be okay.
And the lightning-fueled Lawyer Complex fire in Idaho, burning at least 50 homes to the ground. Firefighters struggling to contain the 21,000-acre blaze. Here in drought-stricken California, simply too many fires and not enough resources. Crews fighting the cabin fire are using this nearby reservoir for water. Those helicopters can take up to 2,000 gallons of water, and they can take it right up to the fire. Crews on the cabin fire only getting 2 of the 9 air tankers they needed to battle back flames in this rugged terrain.
We've got a lot of firefighters spread thin throughout Northern California, especially.
After several firefighters were sent to the hospital because of excessive heat, they're being encouraged to use things like this. It's called a cooling chair. So what they can do is they can dunk their extremities into the ice. This brings their internal temperature down in just minutes. Paula, it plays a huge role in combating heat stroke.
It sure does, and they are working so hard, so tirelessly. Kayna, thank you. And Rob, I know you're keeping an eye on the situation, saying they're not getting rain for another week, which I imagine is only going to compound the problem and create a host of other issues.
You're right about that. Very, very dry air over the area. No rain expected. Not a whole lot of dry lighting. That's good. But the other issue with all this smoke that's been settling into the valley, so air quality, a concern not just for the firefighters, but for the residents around these areas, across parts of southwest Idaho and through parts of Montana, even getting into the Bay Area where winds are starting to push some of that wind offshore. Incredibly dry air. This relative humidity levels, 7% in Sacramento, 7% in Fresno. That is unbelievably dry. So that is exacerbating the situation, as is the heat, especially across the southwest. Now we have heat advisories around the Bay Area, San Francisco included there. So it's going to be unhealthy as far as the heat is concerned. And down across the southwest, heat warnings out for, I think, the 3rd or 4th day in a row. And this continues tomorrow. 112 in Vegas, 113 in Phoenix. That will likely be another record. And Dan, we're building the heat across the east, too.